Yes, that's not why they're better. People who do Dharma work and they're passionate, really passionate from the inside, they have realized a little bit of this emptiness. So they will have relationships. They will make money. They will have families. But they can do more. Do you know why? Because if they don't have a relationship, they don't have money, they don't have this, they don't have that, it's not a threat to their insecurity anymore. That's why Buddhism liberates you. You don't look for God to liberate you. That's why Jesus Christ is a great being. Said, all of you have eyes, yet you cannot see. You have ears, yet you cannot hear. The kingdom of God is in front of you. And there are people in his sermons who actually went, where? They're all looking, they're actually looking in the sky because their perception is good is there, bad is there. But you know what? The earth turns this way. So when the earth's this way, good is this way now, and bad is that way. And then when it turns this way, bad is that way, good is this way. It's perspective, isn't it? Of course, they didn't know that at that time because the earth was flat and stayed still. So Jesus said that. And when I heard that 30 years ago. When I was about 14, 15, I watched the Life Story of Jesus on TV. I cried the whole show. And I still had the video and I still cry. Because he says exactly what Buddha says. The kingdom of God is in front of you, yet you do not see. You can be liberated now. Accept me. Accept the kingdom of God now. When he says me, he's not talking about himself as just a person in the flesh. He's talking about what he's representing, what he's talking, what he's speaking about. The kingdom of God is in you. Is in front of you means what? Let go. Let go of how everything should be and not be. Money, not having money doesn't make you happy. Having money doesn't make you happy, so what's the middle way? The middle way is have some money and realize it doesn't make you happy. That's the middle way. So having no kids makes you happy, and then not having kids makes you happy or whatever. Well, I already have the kids, get rid of the kids, throw them in the river? No. You don't throw your rotten kids in the river. Although some of you would, never mind. You don't throw your kids in the river. What you do is this, it's not having and not having kids, it's stop expecting them to be a certain way just because they are your child. And they will make you lose face. And they will embarrass you. Because is your love 100% for them, or is it based on you and them? Do the middle way. Let your kids be who they are. Let go. Let go of how you feel they should be. Let them be who they are. Let them be. You think you're the only mother who suffered, the only father who suffered that the kids grow up to be a monster? You think so? You go to jail. There are millions of people in jail. How do you think their mothers feel? Some of them let go and move on with life. Some of them don't let go. They don't let go of their love for their kid, but they let go of how they think they're teaching them. That's why I say let go and move on. The people have relationships. Oh no. I met this beautiful man. I met this beautiful girl. I met this beautiful person, and they are it. And you know, your friends go, we've heard that before. Yes, they are it. And you go, no, really, they are it. And you're like, all your friends are going like this because their eyes are rolled up and some rolled down. Yeah, you told all your friends that. Then, what's your history? Who have you been hooked up with? How come you're not hooked up by now? Because it's not the person you're in love with, it's who you think they should be. And some people stick in a relationship very strongly. You know why? They can control their other half. Because their other half has insecurities we can manipulate. So they can control their other half. So they stay together for quite a long time. Why? If your other half doesn't have money and you do, they stay with you on. I know frustrating. Go see my child, it's a happy family. Your kid's a monster. He's got gangsters after him. He's lost millions of dollars. Your daughter's a prostitute in Bukit Bintang. Your other son's a drag queen out in Chowkit. Your other lesbian daughter has joined some Dharma cult under Chandramuki, and you're making money, and none of them listens to you. And your husband's sleeping with 50 women, and he tells you he's going for golf. And your wife, you wouldn't want to sleep with her anymore because she doesn't look like your wife. She looks like a dried-up skeleton. And then when we all get together for Chinese New Year, go see Pop Chai, go see Pop Chai, go see, shut up, pull the wire. You know, when I go to those malls and play that gongsi gongsi facha, you know, it's that song I hate it. I put the tune out of my mind. I have not seen one happy Chinese family. I have not seen one happy family anywhere. If you go deeper, nobody's happy. It's not their fault, and they're not bad. I am not saying Chinese are bad or anyone's bad. No. And then right after gongsi facha, you go back to the monster kid. You go back to the prostitute kid, you go back to the lesbian who's joined the Dharma Association, who's joined some cult. Oh my poor kid. I found out that they're a lesbian, they're Buddhist, and they're vegetarian. Oh my God. And you know what? It's not even your kid's fault that she is a lesbian, she is a vegetarian, and she is a... It's not even her fault. It's what you thought your daughter should be. And because your daughter couldn't be what you wanted her to be, she made you suffer. I don't agree. Being a lesbian is not wrong. Being a vegetarian is not wrong. Being a Buddhist is not wrong. So why does it become like it's so wrong? If being a Buddhist is wrong, then all the Buddhist people in the world is wrong. All the lesbians are wrong. In Malaysia, I tell you 1/3, it must be. I was walking around with the monks, and I was just saying to them, you know, not this group, another group. I was saying, what is it? Is it the food or the water? Everywhere I look, it's a lesbian. Not that it matters. I don't really care. Personally, I have very good, well, most of the time, 9 out of 10, experiences with lesbians, except one who took my money on the land, but never mind. Most of the time, I have very good ones, but you know. My point is you see, because your parents gave you the money, they want you to grow up to be a little darling, they want you to grow up to wear pretty pink dresses, and you know, have a wonderful man jump on you and have sex and have 10 kids, and they want you to be the wonderful housewife, because that's their formula of happiness. And you know what? Bless their heart, because that's what they really believe would make them happy, because that's what they believe made them happy. They believe. Bless their heart. They're not evil. But the whole thing that's going on is the wrong perception. You know, I've heard things like, oh my God, my kid deals in drugs, that's so bad. Oh my God, my kid's a vegetarian. No, I don't get it. It's not like connected or even remotely related. It's just a choice of foods. It's just a choice of foods. Can you imagine going on Facebook and your innocent, sweet little girl popping around in pink dresses and having real bubbly with real men? He's a lesbian. And a Buddhist. And let's top it off, a vegetarian. Oh my God. And the pastor comes over, and the cousins come over, and the aunts come over to have a family meeting. What do we do about the sinner? Which sin? All three. And you just go, you know what? I just look at these people, and I don't even feel anger. Really, I don't feel any anger. I don't even feel sorry for them. I just look at them and say, what Buddha says is correct. Wrong you. Because you know what? The daughter is not wrong for being those 3 things, and the parents are not wrong for the daughter not wanting to be. Because everybody has their own projection of what makes people happy. Our parents don't want us to be unhappy. So they think that we marry a man, we have kids, you know, we're not a Buddhist, we eat meat, we'll be happy. So that's their formula of wanting us to be happy. So since we cannot come to a meeting point, you know what we do? A, marry a man, become un-Buddhist and eat meat. B, say I'm sorry and keep on doing what you are because you can't help it, and forgive them and move on. I like B. And whenever they're ready, and you don't abandon them, you keep helping them because they are your parents, you know. And they do love you. And that goes for everybody. It doesn't just go for 1 or 2 people. Everybody. Whatever your parents project on you, whatever their mind games are, that's their games, but you don't have to get involved by getting caught up in it. So if you were growing up and your parents didn't give you what you needed, and that's why you grew up to be what everybody else needed and you can't be, you don't blame it on your parents. Yeah, you can have your little emotions, you can cry, you can break down.